Hi everyone, it's Ashley, and I'm going to be doing a layout called number 6 or hashtag 6, however you want to see it. This is a page about my nephew Carson. This was the photo last year from when he turned 6. And I'm going to be using a brand new sheet of paper from my two-piece haul, the We Are Memory Keepers Indian Summer Whitewash. And it's just a very lightweight wood grain, and it's very fun to work with. And then I'm excited. I challenged myself to use a ton of scraps. So honestly, I'll only use like 3 sheets of full paper or pieces of them, and the rest are scraps. This is the Echo Park Ombre Essentials Navy Ombre, and I love both sides, but I think the triangles will add some visual interest. And the color reminds me of his shirt and a cross between his dark blue-gray eyes. This one is the Amy Tangerine +1 collection called Ensemble, and this design will bring in a green color that you'll see me use throughout. And then Chic Tags Happy Place Bookworm, and you'll see me keep that bottom piece. I love how they have where you can use the bottom of the barcode on the back side for other layouts. And there's the same scrap again, but I will be using the B side. And I just like how they all go together. And I'm going to try to decide if I want to matte the photo of Carson. It is a 5x7 photo, so it's usually, this is a lot larger photo than I usually work with. But I just go ahead and decide to put everything down. And again, I was just excited I could use a lot of scraps. Because they're too big of pieces of paper, I have a hard time throwing them away. And then you'll see me run out of ATG. So then I'll fuss around with this for a little bit. It did not want to come off. And let's see, it is July 9th when I'm doing this. I actually did the layout today as well, and I'm narrating it. I'm not sure when I'm going to be uploading it. I seem to be uploading one every like 4 days just because it's summer and my son is home with me, and I have a hard time working and doing my scrapbooking when he's there because obviously I want to spend time with him. But when he goes to kindergarten, hopefully I'll have more of a set schedule that I can put videos out more often. Okay, so I'm just going to continue putting everything down, and there's no rhyme or reason. I'm not looking at a sketch or anything. I'm just kind of putting them all down. Okay, and then I do use another sheet of paper. This is the Doodlebug Sprinkles Vellum collection, and the black is called Beetle Black, and it's fun. The dots are shiny or glossy, and I just think it's going to be a good matting for him to be on. And then this heart piece of paper is from Studio Calico Lemon Lush called Passionate. And I bought this because I obviously liked it, and it's blue, and a lot of the hearts are always pink. And with having a nephew and a son, I thought it would be really cool to have blue. And I have had this for the longest time. I have had such a hard time using the piece of paper, but I think I finally get it to go along with the page, so I'm excited. I think the hearts are just too big, honestly, for me to use it in other layouts. I think I kind of wish they were a tighter knit, because I want that light blue one to show, but I decided just to go with it. But yeah, I loved it, and it's been so hard to use, so I'm glad to finally see me using it. And then that is from 2Ps. They're 2x2 tile, and I believe it's an Amy Tangerine design, but just of a camera. And then this says awesome, and that is from the Crate Paper Boys Rule Vellum collection. You'll see me using a lot of pieces from the vellums. And I'm just going to be fiddling around and putting a whole bunch of things. Okay, and then that is a 2Ps flare. And again, that's going to be the main thing I miss from 2Ps. And I kind of pulled out a whole bunch of things before. My son was watching a movie, so I had a limited time before he got bored with the movie to come find me. So before I recorded, I put a whole bunch of embellishments out. The thickers I'll be using is the Doodle collection. And I had a hard time deciding what I was going to title this. I didn't want it to be a long title, so I ended up just doing #6, which is what I was really going to do. I wanted to jump on that trend of using a hashtag, but then I noticed, number 6, so it kind of works both ways. So I will just be spelling out 6. And then I'm just trying to decide if I want to glue everything down. I'm sorry I'm out of frame. Hopefully I push it back up a little. Okay, and I'll just be putting that awesome with some little embellishment, or little pop dots. Okay, and then I'll be using the American Crafts Slick Riders because the Crepe Paper Boys rule is all vellum shapes, and I finally have found they come with a ton. So it'll say like year, and I wrote like 2013. I found a little circle that says like day, so I put 12th for his birthday, and then I found one that says April already. So I just hand wrote the day and year of his birthday. And again, I apologize, I'm out of frame on this. And I'm just putting down that 2 P's, so I'm going to show you what I just did. So that is where I did that. Okay, so there, I finally checked my viewfinder. And again, this is another vellum shape. I mean, if you get this collection, you know that there's a ton to use in that kit, so it's fun to use them. And that is the Teresa Collins, the Alpha Stack, and I'll just be spelling out his name. And I do have both of her sets. I have the white with black font and the black with white font. And I decided to stick with the one that looked most like the thickers. And it does have a star cutout on it. Okay, so I just spelled out his name. I love those stickers. I'm just going to put it up there. Because I actually do not journal at all on this. I feel like the page is kind of self-explanatory because I do have photos of his actual birthday party that will be chronologically behind this since his photo was taken before his birthday party. So I feel like it'll kind of flow together and you kind of get what I'm trying to say. And then those little stars are from Studio Calico and they're wood grain. They were actually in my last 2 P's haul. And it will be my last 2 P's haul. It's so strange to still say that they're going to be gone. Actually, tomorrow is their last day that they've said that they're going to be there. And again, off camera, I'm just putting some things. I'm going to be deciding if I want to use the My Mind Eye Boy Crazy. And I decided to go ahead and put something up by that piece where I wrote his name. And I'm going to stick with the star theme, and I'm going to be using a brad that has a star, and then kind of like a enamel brad. And then you'll see me do my thing that I do with my tape. I just put tape on the back just so it doesn't snag when it goes into the album. And then I have the worst time. I lost the piece with his name on it. I don't know where it went. It actually slid underneath some pop dots. So There it is. That's something that happens to me all the time, especially when I'm filming. And I'm just going to be putting those mini pop dots on. I can't decide if I want to pop dot it for some height or just put it flat, since the brad has a little bit of height, but I'm going to go ahead and just pop dot it right next to it. And there are those wood grain stars. And I'm just going to use the Tombow Mono Multi. Goodness, I can't talk today. And I actually do a cluster of them. So, and there's 3 shapes, and I can't decide if I want a heart there, but I thought the heart looked kind of funny on top of the heart, so I go back to a star. Just a second, Aiden. Sorry. Okay, so I will be putting all that down. And then I'm kind of stuck. I don't know, I feel like I need to do more, so I'm going to be using some tissues just because I have it on hand, and I'm going to cover up the photo and a lot of the vellum, because if the mist gets on the vellum, it'll take a long time to dry. And if you could hear my son yelling for me to come out and play, I have my patio door open, he's right out there, but he's ready for me to come, so time was obviously getting away from me. So I just put the tissues on and I decided to mist. This one is the Heidi Swapp Color Shine Navy, and then I'll be using Studio Calico Mr. Huey's Bazinga, which is just a brighter kind of off blue. And I do use the Citron from the Color Shine Heidi Swapp as well. Just got to clean up a little around my workspace, but that way it keeps my photo clean, and then the vellum pieces, because I obviously don't have time to wait for it to dry. And then I didn't like how it didn't really cover any of that heart paper, so I went back and I did a little bit of misting or dripping, whatever you want to call it. And there's some more of those vellum shapes, just going to use as many as I can. And then the Freckled Fawn heart veneers, I'm going to actually use 2 of those, and I'm just going to use that Tombow liquid glue. Okay, and I believe I am done. So that is my layout. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and again, sorry for the interruption if you heard my son, but it is time for me to go play outside. And there we go. Well, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Bye!